Hello, great ones. My name is Nella Kuma Francis, and you're welcome to another episode of the Unrestrained Talks with Nella. So today's video is just a short message, a message of encouragement and inspiration to anyone seeing or watching this video. One of the virtues I want us to cultivate in this new year is the virtue of patience. Patience with God. The ability to wait and trust on God despite the challenging situations or the circumstances that might surround us. I know it might be very hard. I'm also talking to myself. It might be very hard when you're praying about a particular thing, you're hoping, you're faithing, and it's as if the answer to the prayer is not as fast as you want it to be. I want you to know that any time or every time that God requires you to be patient, there is always a compensation plan at the end of it. Take a look at the Bible. There's this particular story that I actually love, and that's the story of Samuel, Hannah. Remember when Hannah prayed and cried every year just for God to give her a son, and it was as if it wasn't coming forth. And when God actually gave her, when God finally answered her, He gave her the greatest prophet that has ever walked on the face of the earth, Prophet Samuel. And then her co-wife that had taunted and scorned her all these years, her story just ended, just faded away in that chapter. We didn't hear about Penina or any of her children. And that's what God does for you. It might seem as if it's slow, but remember that God does not dwell in our time. He created time, but He doesn't dwell in time. He knows the seasons and everything, and He knows when it's best to give you that particular answer that you're praying for. I want to encourage you to keep your patience with God, to keep your faith and trust with God. No matter what happens, just know that God is for you. God is with you, and He's always thinking about the best for you. Don't allow the enemy or anyone make you think that God has forgotten you. Don't allow any circumstance in your life make you think that, God does not care about you. No, He said that if He cares about the sparrows, if He cares about the lilies in the field, how much more you? He said you are engraved at the palm of His hand. He said you are the apple of His eyes. He said that before one strand of your hair falls to the ground, and He actually knows it. If He takes such, or if He goes through such great lengths to note things about you, why don't you trust Him that is going to give you exceeding abundantly above all you can ever think or imagine? There's a particular scripture that I like. It says, I know the thoughts I have for you, thoughts of good and not of evil. And you can imagine when God says He has thoughts of good, His good is higher than ours. So my dear sister, my dear brother, this year, no matter what you see, be encouraged in the Lord. Have patience with God. He truly is for you. He truly wants the best for you. And trust Him. He will bring all that you have ever desired to you. Remember, He said that the expectations of the righteous shall not be cut short. So what you do while you wait is expect positive. Make sure that your faith is intact. Make sure that the picture of the answer you want is in your mind. And at the end of the day, God is going to surprise you with testimonies. And you will be like Sarah and said, for the Lord has caused me to laugh, and they that hear it will laugh with me. God bless you. Until I come your way next time, live love and be inspired.